morning everyone, welcome to Dandera. I'm Gerwin and I thought I wanted to share with you some of my pretty things that are growing in the garden. Look at that. The gladioli and the irises are flowering. I'll let you have a closer look. So I had noticed that the red gladiolis were about to bloom, but the irises were a complete surprise. And I've got to say, this just looks so pretty. The purple with the red and the yellow, it's just stunning. It really is. Look at those beautiful irises. I love irises. And I got to say, I did not appreciate gladiolis as much as I should have. So all of the other plants are looking a little bit sad in the garden at the moment because I've been a bit too busy and overloaded with everything else to get out here and water as much. So as you can see, all my comfreys are looking very sad, which are my little indicators. Little green gladiolis are flowering as well, and the yellow ones around Jonathan's citrus are flowering. So the red gladiolis are around Crystals because she loves the purple irises. The green ones are around Matthew's blood orange, and the yellow ones are around Jonathan's Emperor Mandarin. So they're going to be really pretty when they come out. But the calendula are just looking fantastic. The nasturtium are a little bit sad, but they've been attracting a lot of pollinators to my garden. I've been really excited, and I've been doing some shorts. Right? We've got a little native bee there, I think, doing some pollinating, and it's been really busy. There have been quite a lot of them on the calendula while I've been watering, so really pleased about that. Well, look at that, isn't that just delightful? But the calendula is it's looking fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And then there's Matthew's little calendula section over there as well. The boys aren't eating them as much this year. Jonathan actually tried one. I think he'd forgotten what it tasted like, and he's now decided he doesn't like the taste, so he's just enjoying the prettiness of them. So yeah, they're doing fantastically. A lot of those flowers the goats ate, so I don't know if they're going to come back, and I haven't gotten back to finishing mulching them. It's just not enough time in the day. School's back, and lots of little pollinators pollinating my calendula. Isn't that just beautiful? The colour in the garden is just absolutely wonderful, and got a couple of daylilies out as well. The borage is doing fabulously over there. Honestly, a lot of things are doing really, really well. It might look a bit sad out here at the moment because it's still sad that big mulberry tree's gone. But look at this. It's got new shoots, guys. Look at that. We've got some new branches forming. So really pleased about that. The mulberry's coming back. And I better move the hose onto the next plant because I'm using gravity feed to water the plants from water from the dam, so it hasn't got a huge water flow, but it's better than nothing, and at least gives the plants a good drink. So it's very time consuming though, moving around from all the plants. I really need to set up some sort of irrigation system, because at the moment, me being the irrigator isn't great. My moringa still hasn't quite really recovered from being ripped out of the ground originally. And I think it was getting shaded too much from the nasturtium and the spaghetti squash. But now it's just not coming back that nice. But the goats also knocked a branch off when they decimated the mulberry tree. But that mulberry tree is starting to come back as well. So that's doing really well. And the apple and the pear tree are starting to put on lots of shoots as well. So these guys have already been watered. My poor little elderberry over there got pulled out of the ground by something and dug up. So it's not very happy. And the macadamia up the back, I think it's dead. But I have got another one I can put in there. I'm losing a lot of my blueberries that are still in pots because they're just drying out too quickly and I'm not getting them watered. So yeah, I've got more mulch around some of the trees. Still a lot more to go. I'm hoping I've gotten this blueberry in time to save its life. It was looking quite sad when I planted it, and I have watered this. It really needs some mulch, because when you've got the mulch around them, they do a lot better. A lot better. So let's go have a look at some of the other ones. I'll take you around to have a look. It looks like some of the cuttings that I made when that got eaten, those goats. I don't know if you can hear all that buzzing. Look at that. Bees are just everywhere. I definitely do not have a lack of pollinators around, which is fantastic. I'm just so pleased. My canna lily's coming up. The lemongrass is doing well. Ashwaganda's doing fantastically. More nasturtiums. My white yarrow is about to flower, which is very exciting. So that blueberry is doing fantastically. My plantain's looking well. It was so sad yesterday. It had been so long since I'd watered it. The borage has been attracting so many pollinators. It's just been wonderful. I'm hoping to be able to collect some seeds from it at some point, and propagate it throughout the property. The self-heal's doing well. That blueberry's doing good. The ice cream bean tree is not doing as well as I'd hoped. I'm thinking I may have had it in a pot for just too long and it stunted its growth too much. I'm not sure, but it's really not thriving. The guava's doing okay. Got a little pigeon pea coming up next to it. Still have heaps of things I need to plant up. Elderberry's doing good. These plants were looking very sad yesterday before I watered them. The mulberry has recovered from, or is recovering from, the goats pruning. Goats. The taro is getting too much sun and not enough water, which is a problem. I've got to fix something about that. I don't think that frangipani cutting is going to take. That one has, which is exciting. My raspberries, which I still haven't put in the ground yet, are doing well. Got a couple of raspberries on and they're starting to fruit. That macadamia that I planted a couple of weeks ago is doing fabulously. Very pleased with that. So yes, that blueberry's doing well too. I've given up on the mushrooms there. It's too hot for them now. The coffee's doing well, so that's the coffee plant, and the pepino is doing well. I've got another macadamia up there that's ready to be planted out. This is where I'm putting my blueberries, so it's a bit of a nursery. The pawpaw, papaya, is recovering from the goats pruning. And look at this. This is some of the mulberry cuttings that I took from that tree. It looks like I might have actually struck some of those, so really pleased with that. And I think I've actually discovered a trick with the mulberries. Not with these ones, but I got some cuttings from the crop swap and I just stuck them in water and they seem to be growing roots the same way as an elderberry does. So I've got to get those grapes into the ground somewhere, or at least into separate pots. This is where I'm putting the dying or dead blueberries. I just got them sitting in water, hoping that that'll help them to recover if they're going to. And it's the ones that had the most berries on too, which makes sense. They needed the most water and I just wasn't able to keep up with it. I'm not sure which one's which, but this is either bitter leaf or tree marigold. I guess I'll find out when it flowers. But those cuttings are doing well. It's one of my mulberry cuttings from the trees that the goats ate. And a few more back there, so it looks like they might have struck. Fingers crossed. So I've got a couple of big cuttings as well. See, I hope that one's got some new shoots of it, so I'm hoping that that's actually doing some roots. It's probably got a better chance because it's in a pot on its own. So yeah, I've got some more little seedlings that I've gotten that I need to get into the ground. At the moment they're just kind of over here in my little nursery section. I've got to plant out these passion fruit. Oh dear, I need to do that. because they're going to take over. I got a heap of little comfrey seedlings up here that I took cuttings from. Got a couple of pigeon peas here and a few other bits and bobs. And I got a lemon tree planted, and I've got some, I think that's the clary sage that I've planted in there with the comfrey, so that's, I need to mulch that. Another blueberry with some pineapple sage, and then I got some purple sugar cane, so that's there, and I've put a pigeon pea seedling next to it. I don't know how it's going to go. It's growing very slowly, so I may end up, I don't know. I got another mulberry, just because you can never have too many mulberries. At least not according to the goats, they eat all of them. So hopefully that one will do well. Got a little pumpkin in there, it's not doing well. My blueberry heres are doing well, the rosemary's doing fantastically, and the mango's doing okay. It's sending out new leaves, so who knows, it could be good. The grapevines, something came and ate all the leaves off one of them, which was a bit sad. So this one had a whole heap of new growth on it, and something's come along and eaten it all. So I don't know what that was, and it didn't touch the blueberries, and didn't seem to go near that one, although that one I wouldn't have noticed if it did. But check this out, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Although I don't really like the taste of these grapes because they're very bitter. But look at it. This thing is loaded in flowers. Actually, I had thought they were grapes, but I think they were just flowers. I don't think they'd been pollinated yet. Look at it all. This is just loaded. It's got so much more flowers on it this year than it did last year. It has just absolutely taken off. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with this. So yeah, really, I think that asparagus has shot through there's a red asparagus in there that's shot through another spear. So I got a comfrey in there, but I think the comfrey's going to not get enough sun. I should go back and move that hose, shouldn't I? Comfrey needs water, and that asparagus is doing well. The asparagus over here hasn't shot forward any spears yet so far since I planted it, so I'm not holding my breath on that one. But strawberries are doing okay. I don't think they're getting enough water, and they're getting crowded out a bit by grass. But that's basically the update. That's basically what's been happening on the property. We've got lots of things growing. The goats are doing well, although the milk supply is down a bit, but we need to move them into a fresh patch of grass. And it's really challenging. And geez, there's just so much to do and not enough time, and everything takes so much time. You've really got to be careful in what you do with your time and make sure you manage it well, and make sure you get things prioritised, because I nearly lost quite a lot of my plants because I didn't get to water them. The aquaponics is okay. I need to test the water though, because the fish don't seem to be eating, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. My cough is just about gone, so I think I'm pretty much recovered from that last bug. Oh, and interestingly, my eyes aren't getting any better. Actually, in some ways they're getting a bit worse. But on that topic, I've been asked to take part in a clinical trial for a new drug. So I'm not super enthusiastic about taking extra drugs, but I'm also not super enthusiastic about not being able to drive. Sorry, you probably saw right up my nose then. That was probably a delightful sight. Okay. Who's just moved? And you saw right up my nose again. Sorry. But yeah, the clinical trial looks really interesting. It's been through animal testing already, and it's been through healthy adults, and it's been through adults with lung conditions, a specific one, and now they're wanting to put it with people with thyroid eye disease, which I have, which is what's causing my double vision and making it so I can't drive. And it looks like it might help. I don't know. All I can do is give it a shot. But I might also get the placebo, so I might not actually get the actual active drug, which would be unfortunate. But because it's a big job and I've got to try and get into town so that I can get the treatments and get the monitoring done. But still thinking through it and working out what to do. But that's basically the update for today. I hope you're growing well and your gardens are growing nicely. I'd love to hear what's growing in your garden at the moment. And remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. And I'll catch you in the comments section. Bless you.